Hey everyone, Mike here for you with another Shisha Tobacco review. Tonight I'm smoking Starbuzz Exotic Irish Peach. Now I believe this is part of the Bold line. I'm not too familiar with Starbuzz as of recently, but I do recall, at least I think so, that this was part of the Bold line, and I'm pretty sure that's what the black tin signify, is that it's the Bold line. Now I know what some of you are thinking out there, what some of you might end up saying. So let me just go ahead and take a quick little brief amount of time here before I get into the review to clarify. Now when Starbuzz first came out on the scene around 2005, I did smoke quite a bit of it and I did enjoy it, but then they started to rearrange the recipes and formulas and things like that, and at the same time I was getting more into heavier smokes like black leafs, Desi Merle, Nakla, things like that. So I just kind of started to stray away from a lot of the modern tobacco brands, not just Starbuzz, but a lot of them out there, just simply because I was looking for a heavier smoke. Now since that time, Starbuzz has done some changes. Again, I'm relatively new to Starbuzz, so I may come off as a noob at times, but really with the help of one of the e-cigs that's out on the market now, and for the simple fact that I'm getting older and I've decided that I want to live a little bit longer, I've decided that I wanted to kind of wean myself off of nicotine. So recently I've been looking around for more modern tobaccos, and as a reviewer I feel it's important that you got to keep an open mind. You can't be really stuck to one brand. So I wanted to go ahead and give this a shot, and through some conversation with Starbuzz, they actually sent this out to me for a review. So big thanks to those guys, and a big shout out to Jake at Starbuzz for actually hooking me up with this. So that being said, guys, hopefully I cleared any confusion up, and I'm sorry to take up that bit amount of time. But let's get on to the review. The cut is pretty typical of any modern tobacco cut, kind of a medium choppy cut. Pretty juicy, not Fantasia juicy, but definitely a lot of juice in there. There are some stems, but they're so fine, it looks like they were just thrown in the mix with the leaves and chopped up all together, so really nothing to get bent out of shape about. And the one thing that immediately caught my eye was the undyed natural golden brown color of the tobacco. Big fan of that. Apparently Starbuzz decided to stop dyeing their tobaccos from back in the day, so I'm very glad about that. Anyway, I'll try to get this to where you can kind of see. I know I don't have the best camera angle or lighting, but I'm pretty sure most of you out there know your Starbuzz cut. And of course it's got the little sticker on it to prove that it's Starbuzz. The smell, is a very strong, pungent smell, and I'm definitely getting a peach. It's unlike any peach I've ever smoked before though, and I'm a huge peach fan. There's a lot of huge peach fans out there that's kind of smoked themselves retarded a peach and got away from it. I have luckily not been able to do that. I just love peach flavors. With this one, I'm not really getting a natural smell. I'm not really getting an artificial smell. It's kind of a cross between a peach ring and that of like a peach juice, or the peach flavor that you would find in a peach iced tea or something like that, you know, minus the tea. So it's a very nice smell. Again, unlike any peach flavor that I have smelled or smoked before. My setup, I'm using my Caravan Hookah, Crown Classic Bowl, single layer of HD foil, fancy hose, water in the base, and I'm using 2 Cocoa Buzz coals, which I'll have a review for those. Right now actually it's 1 coal and the other one ended up breaking into 4 pieces. So collectively 2 coals. Been going about half an hour, maybe a little over now. Let's see what we have. Phenomenal clouds. Excellent. Very thick, full-bodied clouds. No complaints. As far as the flavor as a whole and the flavor strength, let's see what we have there. Flavor strength is pretty strong. It's not overpowering. It's definitely not weak. Now, I don't normally give halves, but I'm really torn with this one. And the way I see it is first Starbuzz review for me. Breaking ground there, might as well go ahead and break ground. I can't decide between a 7 and an 8, so I got to give this a 7.5. First half point you've ever seen from me, folks. As far as the flavor as a whole, I'm getting what I smell. I'm getting kind of a peach ring flavor, as well as a peach iced tea flavor minus the tea. So very, very good. I'm not sure what makes an Irish peach Irish. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I can pick up on, which I really am not. I'm just getting that peach flavor. I am getting a little bit of a cooling sensation on the tail end of it, but no mint. It's just one of those flavors that has a cooling sensation, but it's very slight. It's not like a blue mist cooling, or it's very slight, but it is noticeable. But definitely not getting any mint from it. Basically, what I'm getting is the peach ring / peach iced tea flavor. And it's pretty even on the on the inhale is just a little bit less than on the exhale, of course. But it is evenly balanced, so to speak. So it's very nice in that aspect. As far as the longevity of this, I've tried it a couple times with this setup. I did notice that when I started my second round of coals, normally they will be the same amount of coals, meaning that if I start with 2, the second round's going to be 2. But I was getting some harshness from it. It was starting to burn with 2 coals on there. So I dropped it back to 1. When that got about halfway down, I put the other one on, and it smoked fine for 2 rounds of coals. It was starting to lose the flavor. I could have probably started another 3rd round, but I feel like I wouldn't have been able to go the whole round, so I just stopped it after 2. So the longevity is there. The heat management, again, I had the one issue going into the second round, but it recovered nicely and fast. So not a whole lot of complaints there. As far as my rating, I like it. When it comes to peach flavors, I like them to be more on the natural side. Again, this one's not completely natural, and it's not artificial really. It's kind of a cross between the two. So I do enjoy it. I don't dislike it at all. It is something that I would purchase, and maybe not a 250 gram of it, but at least 100 grams at a time. Something that I can see will grow on me. Again, weaning myself off of nicotine, one of my most favorite peach flavors has some nicotine in it. So this would be something that I would like to keep on hand when I don't want that nicotine effect, so I could turn to this. So very good in that department. My rating, I'll give it an 8. The flavor strength, I like my flavor strengths around a 7 or 8. Not too overbearing, because when they're too overbearing, I tend to get sick of them quickly. So with this being a 7.5 on the flavor strength, it's right in my range. The longevity is there. I usually like to go 2 rounds of coals, and the flavor overall is good. I like it. If the cooling sensation was a little bit stronger on this, I would actually probably give it a lower rating. The way that they have it mixed in this is just really perfect for my palate. Could be the cooling sensation, or a mint or something that makes an Irish peach an Irish peach. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not too familiar with Starbuzz, so forgive me if I sound like a noob, but I am. I think that's really about all I got for it, folks. Sorry for the length of the video. And again, I just wanted to clarify at the beginning of the video before all the comments come. But anyway, another big thanks to Starbuzz, a big shout out, and thanks to Jake at Starbuzz. 8 for 10 for Starbuzz Exotic Irish Peach. If you can, please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, smoke on.